So hello everyone, my name is Aldi Irawan and my last student's number is 165. So in this video, I would like to talk about the conflict in Papua. It's called Organisasi Papua Merdeka or OPM or Kelompok Kriminal Bersenjata KKB. When we discuss the news about the conflict in Papua involving groups such as Organisasi Papua Merdeka (OPM), Kelompok Kriminal Bersenjata KKB, it is important to see whether the news follows the principle of the Code Etik Journalistic Indonesia. This code says that journalists should report news in accurate, fair, and responsible way. In many news reports, journalists try to explain the events that happen in Papua. They usually include statements from official institutions such as Tentara Nasional Indonesia (TNI) and the Kepolisian Negara Republik Indonesia (Polri). This shows that journalists try to use trusted sources and give factual information to the public. From this point, the news already follows one important rule of journalist ethics, which is reporting based on fact. However, there is a problem that with balance in some news reports. Many reports mainly show the perspective of the government or security forces. Meanwhile, the voice of local people in Papua or other groups who are affected by the conflict are not often shown in the news. According to the journalistic code of ethics, journalists should try to show different perspectives so that people can understand the issue better. If the news only shows one side, the public may not get a complete picture of the real situation. Because of this, some news reports still do not truly follow uh, still do not fully follow the principle of balanced reporting. From my perspective, there are some good things about the news coverage of the conflict in Papua. One thing that I like is that media help people to know what is happening in Papua. Many people in other parts of Indonesia do not see the situation directly, so the news report become an important sources of information. The news can make the public more aware that the conflict is still happening and that is affect many people in Papua. However, there are also some things that I do not really like about the news. One problem that I dislike is that some media use very dramatic or sensational headlines to attract the readers. This headline may make people interested in reading the news, but sometimes they focus too they focus too much on the video and the violence, not enough on the explanation. Another thing that I dislike is that many news reports do not explain the deeper background of the conflict. The conflict in Papua is not only about attack or security operations. It is also connected to history, politics, and social problems. When the news does not explain these factors, people may people may only see the conflict as a violence without understanding the bigger issues behind it. So, in conclusion, the news about the conflict in Papua is important because it informs the public in Indonesia or around the world about what is happening in the region. However, the media should try to provide more balanced information and clear explanation. By doing this, journalists can better follow the principle of the Code Etik Journalistic Indonesia and helps the public understand the conflict in more complete way. So that is the several explanation about conflict in Papua. Thank you very much.